Okay, so boom. Okay, old man, hey, we're gonna wash your mouth out with soap. Now in the penitentiary, you always had a couple of old heads that was super disrespectful. I'm talking about honorary in the mouth. I'm talking about always talk crazy, always had something crazy to say, always said, I'm talking about just off the wall, out of nowhere type of stuff. And we would just sit back, laugh at them, you know what I'm saying? We kick it with them because we kind of know, you know what I'm saying, what direction they going in, because you just get used to it. And a lot of times they start to abuse it, and they really start getting off on you, and they know they going too far, but they get so comfortable in being able to do it because a lot of people just overlooking them. But every now and then, you know what I'm saying, somebody either go upside their head, do something crazy to them, people will stop breaking bread with them. It's always something to kind of humble them, and then of course, sooner or later they'll come back and they'll just continue to do what it is that they've been doing. But you know, all the affiliates really mess with them. So at the end of the day, even if somebody tried to buck them, it'll always be another affiliate. Hey, now this man Lee dude up. Then it was this old man name. It was an old head name, Old Head Hayes. And the only reason I thought about it, I got a call from one of my guys that got out of the penitentiary, right? From Memphis. And we were talking. He was like, man, yeah, man, but old man Hands had two licenses, you know what I'm saying? He had a murder case, which I'll explain the murder case. He had a murder case and then he had a robbery case, and then he had a separate murder case. The robbery happened, then he ended up in another situation. He ended up murking somebody, and then when they got him for the murder, they ended up finding out he was the same person who done the robbery. I think somebody got shot in the robbery. But old man, he was like, man, yeah, man, I was down there with old man Haynes, man. Old man Haynes still getting on that white lightning. I'm talking about talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? He's still getting around, you know what I'm saying? He done got a little cane now, but he's still getting around talking crazy, you know what I'm saying? Drinking his coffee, hitting that white lightning, you know what I'm saying? Around there getting there. I was like, for real? I was like, man, he was like, man, I remember that time you and the first conversation I had with old man Haynes, which I used to do this with a lot of old heads. I got a story what around the time when I had got out of being affiliated, and I think it was Black History Month. I would come down and still, and they were just talking about it, and I was like, man, forget Black History Month. I started disrespecting a lot of the people, you know what I'm saying, just to strike up a conversation to hear, you know what I'm saying, what they had to say, you know what I'm saying, because I thought it was disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, for them to sit down there acting like you educating people, you know what I'm saying, on civil rights activists, and we all sitting up in the prison, and y'all acting like y'all the old heads of the jury. Like, what is y'all talking about? So the first time I run into old man Haynes, we was sitting down, we was all sitting down, he was having a conversation about, you know what I'm saying, black culture, you know what I'm saying, how it was when he was growing up with black leaders and this and that, and how it ain't the same, and you know what I'm saying, and nowadays he do this and that and this and that, and he started bringing up Martin Luther King. He wasn't saying nothing crazy about him. He wasn't necessarily, I don't want to say, but he was just speaking up on some things of how it was. And I was like, man, forget Martin Luther King, man. Martin Luther King ain't did nothing. He hollered, you right. F. Martin Luther King, he was like, you right. F. Martin Luther King, he was like, but you can't say nothing about it. I was like, what you mean I can't say nothing about it? He said, you and none of the rest of these suckers can't say nothing about Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, in them. Y'all didn't grow up in that era. Y'all run around here talking about with your pants sagging. You got the nerve to sit here talking about Martin Luther King ain't done that. Let me tell you something. You little South sucker. What? Wait a minute, old man Haynes. Hold on, wait. Let me tell you something, you little South sucker. He said, had you grew up in them times I was growing up in, you wouldn't survive it. I could tell. That's why y'all in gangs now. You little gang banging punks. Y'all wouldn't survive it back in the day. Y'all would have been helping that white man, wouldn't even know y'all were helping that white man. You know why? Because y'all don't know the difference between unity and fear tactics. Y'all around here in these little gangs and stuff, y'all affiliated with your little punks, you think you got numbers, you little suckers and cowards. What's up with all man? Y'all back then we were trying to come together and be unified and come against what was already going against us. Y'all would have been forming these gangs and these organizations, and y'all would have been extorting and getting over on your own kind in the middle of us trying to fight a war and stick together. That's what y'all doing in here now. Y'all come down them stairs house, shout. I'm sick of you suckers. You little South sucker come through here and you see a black man coming through, and that's the first person you want to push on. That's the first person you want to punch on and push on. Then the little white boys, y'all know little white boys ain't got no chance. Y'all know little white, y'all pick on. I don't see y'all doing it to them Aryan Nation boys. Y'all, them Aryan Nation boys with them tattoos all over their body and all over their face. Yeah, when they in y'all way, it's just excuse me. And then y'all won't blame it on cause y'all all affiliated. No, cause y'all some suckers. Y'all pick and choose. I said, who you think? Oh man, he said, that's why I'm saying. Y'all wouldn't survive. So keep Martin Luther King name out your mouth. Matter of fact, you need to get out of my face, punk. Who you talking to? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Ain't nobody scared of you. Ain't nobody scared of you. I don't care nothing about you being affiliated. I don't care nothing about who you gang bang with. None of that. I'm not scared of none of you suckers. None of you suckers, like I said, you better get up out my face. Better get up out my face talking about forget Martin Luther King, he ain't done nothing. What you done done? What you done done? Huh? What you got? A bunch of commentary? You penitentiary balling? Huh? What you got? Some creases in your pants? Got you some good, got you some new Timberlands up there? Your people had to order for y'all for Union Supply? Huh? Is that what you got? What you got, your cell phone? I said, what you got going on over here? I don't care nothing about that. I'm just saying, tell me what you got. Tell me what you done done. Because we sitting in penitentiary together. You sit up here and say nothing like that. If I say F Martin Luther King, I grew up in them times. I can say that. You don't say nothing about Martin Luther King. You ain't got nothing to do. That was up. But that's just how disrespectful he was. But the rumor about old man and a lot of people who was disrespectful and just honoring like that in the mouth with no disregard, a lot of them, you would think they wanted somebody to take them out or do something to them. Now, I've met plenty of people in a penitentiary that was like that on the strength of, cause they were really sick of their life. They were really sick of their life, so they figured, I don't want to do it myself, but if I live reckless and just keep doing what I'm doing, I take myself out. Now, commercial break me, please. It's a lot of people who live like that in society, but they'll never admit it because, you know, it's hard to come to that place and say, I'm really just, and you see a lot of people who got habits, do certain things, they have a chaotic life, you know what I'm saying? They do a lot of stuff that's just not just destructive to the people that's around them, but it's destructive to them. They body, you know what I'm saying? Everything they do seems like it contributes to something that can bring some harm to your life, because deep down inside you're just so sick of your circumstance or your predicament. You live a wild and reckless life, and you try to excuse it by saying you're just having, but deep down inside it's something deeper going on. It's a lot of people who move like that. Old man hand. A lot of them people, not just him, it was a lot of dudes who would get on their white lighting and they would just cut up the way that my uncle was like that. If y'all heard the story, my uncle actually confessed that before we was at the chapel. You know what I'm saying? He was just talking about how he had 75 years, you know what I'm saying? Looked like he wasn't gonna never get out. He had done some time in penitentiary before, I think it was like 6 or 8 years. After he got out, stayed out a couple of months, but it wasn't even a year. Went right back in with a 75-year sentence. No kids, never been in a real relationship, young, probably only had some good dude a couple of times, and then your whole life is just gone. So at that point, the way you cope is living chaotic and just super reckless as if you don't care. But deep down inside, you depressed to the point of where you really don't want to live. You don't want to be on this earth no more, but you don't want to do it to yourself. So you provoke everybody in every situation, hoping that somebody will feel disrespected to the point of where they'll take your life. So that's what a lot of people said about old head Haynes, especially when he got on that white lighter. Now the second time I seen old man Haynes get disrespectful, it wasn't just the gang members or, you know what I'm saying, people who wasn't affiliated. It was with another old head. So they sitting down and they playing tunk early in the morning. Old man Haynes, he already drinking coffee. Then the other dude, he just had, because a lot of people when they go ask for shots of coffee, we had them brown long paper towels that's in the bathroom when you dry your hand. A lot of people will go ask for shots of coffee, and a lot of people take the coffee and they'll pour it, you know what I'm saying, on the brown paper bag, on the brown napkin. So they sit down and they playing, and the old head got a little shot of maybe two shots of coffee sitting on a little brown paper napkin. So they get to going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? He talking to him, he talking back, they convert to having a whole little conversation, and all of a sudden, dramatic effect me, please. You hear the old head, man, come on, sucker. Come on, sucker. So at that point, man, who are you talking to? Man, I'm talking to you, boy. It's, man, hey, watch your mouth, old man. Man, don't tell me what to do. He said, man, I'm telling you now. Put your hand down, boy. Don't put your hand in my face, boy. You think you messing with? Quit playing with me, son. Come on, play your cards, son. He said, man, hey, old man. Hey. He said, so what you want to do, boy? The man stand up. When he stand up, the old head, he's like, man, come on. Ain't nobody finna start go through all this with you this morning, this, and that. And there's a couple of crips standing off over to the side with dude, where I'm not by the table, I'm off kind of to the side. I'm talking to somebody off to the side, but in earshot, I can see and hear what's going on. I ain't too far from the table. So he was like, man, you know what? I don't even want to play cards. He pushed the cards off the table. When he pushed the cards off the table, he walked over, he said, man, I ain't playing cards with you no more, sucker. And he pushed the man shots of coffee off the table. When he pushed the man shot. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. It's a lot of disrespectful things you can do in penitentiary. But some people don't play about their coffee. It's disrespectful in the penitentiary to be playing with these folk coffee. So when he pushed the coffee, playing cards with you no more, sir. The other old head raised up. He got that thing on. He got the book. He said, now, if I was to hit you a couple of times, people will run around here saying that I did you wrong and done took you out of here over some shots of coffee. He said, but I ain't, and by that, and he was like, you ain't finna do nothing, boy. You ain't finna do nothing. I don't care nothing about you. Got that poker in your hand. And the crip grabbed the old head. When he grabbed the old head jank away. When he jank away, he kind of touched, you know what I'm saying? He was like, ooh. He was like, my bad. He was like, man, oh, he was like, man, don't need. He said, what you gonna do? And what you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing either, son. In a situation like that, you see somebody pull the butch out on you. Somebody affiliated and got involved. You go from talking crazy to him to saying something crazy to the other dude. Anybody in their right mind at that time, you gotta be thinking, this is like a woman that this is, I ain't gonna say all women, in a situation where she ready to get a dude in trouble just for no reason at all, for whatever, just been built, just bitter. Hey, it could be a dude too, you know what I'm saying? I'm just using one for instance. Don't dump them conversations, try and go back and forth with me with the analogy I'm finna use. I just saw a video in my head that I watched the other day, and it was a black man and a black woman. They were going back and forth about the situation, about whatever it was. And the black woman was standing over him. And clearly, he trying to avoid confrontation to where it didn't get physical. You know what I'm saying? He's being patient to me. You know what I'm saying? And she pushed him in the head. When she pushed him in the head, he get up and when he get up and he kind of jump at her. And she falls down on the ground and acts as if and gets back up and get on her phone, and you can see in the video, she was like, oh, I got you, gonna do this and do that. She was finna call the police and say that this man had put his hands on her. You know what I'm saying? And in this situation, it's like, you want to keep going to the extent where somebody could just turn around. You want to get somebody in trouble. You want to keep going and going and going. And clearly everybody trying to avoid going there with you. Like, what's wrong with you? Man, you ain't gonna do nothing either, sucker. You go on, both of y'all better go on, get up out my face. Both of y'all gonna get on up out my face. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make me hurt one of y'all around here. Man, he walking off. Now, at this point, he walking off, and the old head say, see, if I hit him with that poker, they ain't gonna feel like somebody done did it wrong. But y'all already know what time it is. If you want to see the rest of this story, you gonna have to go get your membership. Yeah, we at 13. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. For the people who ain't members, it's a lot of y'all who just been appreciating, you know what I'm saying, that I'm still dropping videos, y'all still comment, this and that. But it's a lot of the people who really making me realize now you need to start cutting the videos shorter, because you ain't gonna put pressure on me. I do this for a living, and not only that, I do other things outside of YouTube. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I really take care of my business. So the ones who being disrespectful in the comment section, I want you to know I've appreciated everybody who watch videos. I appreciate everybody who don't drop the comment. A lot of y'all don't drop comments and don't like the video. But I be watching, and I be like, man, that is crazy. How disrespectful they get. And if you go look, I've dropped over 600 videos. 600. It's probably not even 100 yet in the membership. So what does that say? I gave you my time, I gave you and this ain't me explaining. This is me feeling disrespected. Like, look, we're talking 2 years. Video at least every other day. The longest I probably went is 4 days, and that's when I was busy. We're talking 2, almost 3 years of my time and effort for free. For free. Y'all gonna say, YouTube paying, but listen, it's my time and effort for free. And then I watch you. And listen to this one right here. I be watching the ones who say, let's just quit watching this video and the view. You see how you trying to come together and unify to stop me from doing something? That's how I know. I need to push the membership because at any given time, you can quit supporting me and it ain't gonna be no issue. But the minute I say, I'm gonna pump the brakes too, then it's a problem. And look, I'm not the other YouTuber. I'm not that. So just because they ain't doing it, I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So if you want to see the rest of this video, you're gonna have to go get you a ship. The member. Yeah. So look, check this out. In the last situation, you know what I'm saying? Which I've seen a couple of situations with old head Hayes. I got a story about old head Hayes for days. But this one right here, I wanted to do it because of how everything just kind of flipped and everybody got tired of how old head Hayes was really getting down and how he was moving. So it was his vice lord. He get into it with this dude that wasn't affiliated. But the dude he get into it with that wasn't affiliated, everybody know, he ain't no slouch. He ain't gonna go, he gonna throw hands, and on the strength of that, of course, a lot of people wanted to recruit him. The guys wanted him, Crips wanted him, all the sets of the Crips wanted him, the Vice Lords wanted him. Listen to me, if the Air Nation wanted a black dude, the Air Nation probably would have wanted him. The same thing with the Migos. You know what I'm saying? He was just dead solid. Then on the strength of that, anytime he got into it with somebody that was affiliated, and there was only a few guys in the pod that stood 10 toes like that, where if it was in a situation where he got into it with somebody that was affiliated and the people that was affiliated was on some, ain't no one-on-one, it was going to be other affiliations that were going to stop and cut in and be like, oh, no. Because in the penitentiary, really, the only thing you got to do is show you going to go. That one time, win, lose, or draw. After that, you going to get a certain level of respect. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it take 2-3 times, you know what I'm saying? Because you can go in there that one time, and even though win, lose, or draw, if you get demolished in there, you know, you'll still get treated as if, you know what I'm saying, as old head Haynes was like you a South sucker. You know what I'm saying? But you might have to go 2-3 times, and even if you lose all of them, they gonna know you gonna fight. So the dude he getting to argue with, you know what I'm saying? Of course, dude gonna go toe to toe with it. He gonna get loud with you in the pod. He gonna buck you, and it ain't him bucking you and showing, you know what I'm saying, that you affiliated and man, you ain't finna talk to me like that. It's literally cause he cut like that. Old head Hayes was on there, white man. Listen, old head Hayes come around and he tell the dude, man, don't worry about that, man. Leave that sucker alone, man. Them South suckers ain't gonna do nothing but jump you anyway, man. They ain't gonna do nothing but jump you, man. Go on about your business, man. I'm sick of these behind the door pig eaters anyway. Everybody just get to looking like, y'all know that ain't the word to use. That's my word. I'm sick of these behind the door pig eaters anyway. These meat to meat boys be around here thinking they hard and doing this and doing that. Run around here running in people's cells and stealing commissary. Man, these behind the door pig eaters getting on my nerve, man. They ain't gonna be satisfied till somebody put a hole in one of them like golf out here. I'm talking about hit them with their poker, man. Go through their stomach and come out the back. I'm sick of these suckers, man. He like, don't even worry about that, man. Just go on about your business. And the dude, he done, old man Haynes done shifted all the attention to him. So whatever was about to happen, it's already gone. And he disrespecting the vice lord. So the dude, he like, he go to grab on me. He like, man, don't need, well, he don't go to grab. He just kind of, he like, man, don't need, he like, oh man, I'm good. Man, get your hands up off me, you South sucker. He was like, what's wrong with you? He was like, what you mean you good? He said, you must be behind one of them, behind of those pig eaters too. He was like, man, come on, man. I ain't even trying. He was like, what you mean, come on, man? This boy sitting here talking crazy to you, and even though them boys gonna jump you, I'm sitting up here trying to put a word in for you. You gonna tell me you good. Nah, you ain't good. You better get you one of them knives and hit one of them suckers. I'm telling you, man, you have to poke one of these boys, man. I'm sick of these boys running around here thinking they hard, man. And then dudes like you gonna act, man, I'm trying to do you up. He was like, man, I'm good. He was like, man, you ain't gotta do me no favor, old man. And then at this point, a Crip say something. He said, man, what you talking about, Hank? I'm talking about you too, sucker. South sucker. I'm sick of all y'all gang bangers in here. I don't care what you talking about. Man, it's a difference between being in a gang and being in an organization. They all the same. Y'all run around here extorting people, thinking you're hard, thinking you're tough. You ain't tough. I wish one of y'all would take my green dot. My people done sent me. I wish one of y'all would. Let me be walking to the shower and y'all talking about shower. Man, y'all better get up out my way. Y'all better get up out my way. Think, I wish one of y'all would come to my cell talking about, Haynes. Man, we were coming to the shower, man. You got in Broadway. Talking about, man, you going, who? You ain't charging me no rent to live here. My people already paying these folks rent for me to live here. And these folks taking money up out my books. I owe the state to this day. I wish somebody would come to my cell and talk about, I owe them for standing in the way for me going to the shower. We all going to the same shower, leaving the same shower. I ain't paying nobody for nothing like that. I ain't moving out your way. Like I said, I'm tired of you suckers, man. He said, I ain't hanging, man. I was just, man, don't be checking up on me. Don't be checking up on me. You get checked in around here, boy. I'm sick of y'all suckers around here, man. Sick of y'all suckers. That's all y'all do is run around here. Thank you, Tom. I'm just so sick of these suckers, man. And then somebody said, well, make bond then, old man. Make bond. Man, ain't nobody making bond, man. Ain't nobody making bond. I got 2 licenses. 2 licenses. Huh? Y'all know what's up with me. Had some of y'all in here for them murder cases you ain't doing. Huh? Yeah. And you run here like you real. Like you done something. Me? Yeah. I did it. I hit him. Boom. And when I hit him, he fall down on the ground. And he crawled, begged for his life. I walk up on him, kicked him. Yeah, walked up on him, kicked him. Flipped him over like on the move. He begged me not to do it. I don't. Boom. Hey, man. Owe me some money. Yeah. I ain't playing these games around here. He get to looking at everybody. Everybody just look. He lit. The CO even looking. Somebody holler, man, hey, old man, you gonna make somebody wash your mouth out with soap around here. Wash who mouth out with soap around here. Man, ain't nobody gonna put their hands on me around here. Ain't nobody gonna mess with me around here. Everybody know what's going on with me. Ain't nobody gonna, who gonna put some soap in my mouth? You? Huh? Who said that anyway? Who said that? Man, I'm telling you, hey, man, ain't nobody gonna put no soap in my mouth around. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you behind the door pig-eating boys, man. That's what's wrong with you now. When you were growing up, see, that's why some of y'all doing this stuff behind the door now. Yeah, your uncles and cousins used to touch on you and stuff. Yeah. Got that freaky, got that dark side in you. And that's why you come to penitentiary and you come here like you survived. Yeah. Probably ain't even got your little pig wet really on the towel yet. And then you come in here and then your little perverted ways. And now you look gang banging affiliated behind the door pig eating. Yeah, I know what y'all be doing on your extracurricular time. Yeah. Somebody said, they gonna get you one day. They gonna get you. Man, ain't nobody gonna F with me, man. Nobody gonna F with me, man. So by this time, he still being disrespectful to the Crips and the Vice Lord. By this time, the Crips and Vice Lords done kind of walked over. Man, old man, hey, what you gonna do? Whatever y'all wanna do. Y'all don't scare me, man. He get the look. Y'all don't scare me. The pa looking at this point. The police is in here. He hollered, yeah, hey, what y'all gonna do? CO, hold on, old man, hey. You done talked all this mess. Gave these lectures, called these folks behind the door pig eaters. They come over here and get close to you. My boy holler, y'all ain't, what y'all gonna do? CO. Hey, CO. The CO literally say, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, F you too then. I ain't scared of these suckers, no way. I ain't scared of these boys, no way. But soon as the CO say, that ain't got nothing to do with them, they cool. And you'll see a lot of COs do that on the strip because you either been disrespectful, you don't never do what they ask, you always a problem, it's always something with you making their job harder, you bring heat in the pod, and the moment they can turn blind eye, they gonna do it. Not saying they gonna do it all the time, but it's moments where it's y'all got me, I got y'all. Take care of your business. And this one of them situations, 65, almost 70 years old. It don't. As soon as the CO do that and everybody see, oh here, I ain't worried about it. Oh, man, y'all come on about me. They go to the cell where they pop the door in the cell. Of course, the cell door swing open. Boom, hit the thing. They take this man in the cell, hit the water. We had that dial, so we had dial, the big yellow gold looking ball, and then you had the Irish Spring. And I can't remember what else on there, but them was the two. A lot of people, and then they had the ivory on there. I used to mess with that ivory. A lot of people couldn't get that ivory because that ivory on commissary was expensive. No, it might cost you $1.89. You know what I'm saying? You get you some Irish Spring, you get that for 67 cents. You know what I'm saying? You get that dial. I think the dial was $1.08. And then that ivory, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you almost tapping on $2. You know, when you got that ivory, so when you go in there, you know what I'm saying? You see somebody got that ivory, that white box with that blue writing on there, they got a little bread on their boot. They got a little bread on their boot. So they just swing the door, but at this point, you know, everybody kind of looking, they roughing them up. And they look, you thinking they playing, but if they playing, but they serious at the same time. They literally cut the water on, wash the soap, and force the bar in this man's mouth. When they couldn't get the bar in their mouth, they literally was just washing their hair and just putting the soap all on the man's face. Look, they pulled the man's pants down. They pulled because they hold him at the same time. They done pulled the man's pants down and they taking the wet towel and smacking him on the butt with it. All on the back, all on his back, all on his butt. And then by the time they get through, they just pushed him out. They pushed him out of the cell. His pants down to his ankle. So when he come out, he come out and he fall down on the ground. Remember, he lit. He fall down on the ground and he pulling his pants up while he on the ground, still on his stomach. He don't even roll over on his back. He laying down on the ground, and y'all still some suckers. Still some suckers. And he taking his shirt and he look, still some suckers. Behind the door, pig eating. And he get up and he look around. He said, I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back. I know who it was. And CO, I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna write a grievance on you too. Everybody said, man, you the police. Man, I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that. Yeah, let that boy put that soap in my mouth, man. Hey, who was smacking me on my butt with that towel, man? I ain't with that funny business. Y'all got that. Y'all got that one. Y'all got that one. He gone to the cell, right? Well, look, penitentiary rules in effect. I said all that to say this. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you deal with on a daily basis. But whatever's going on internally, it usually comes out in your behavior. It comes out in your actions. It comes out in certain things you say and certain things that you do. But anybody who's paying attention to you, because when you joyful, you happy, you grateful, and you full of peace, and you full of love and kindness and gentleness, the fruits of the spirit. When you full of that stuff, you don't carry yourself in that manner. You don't treat people that way. You know what I'm saying? When the word say to what measure you give, it will be measured back to you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Let's talk about the behavior. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times. Now, I ain't saying that bad stuff don't happen to good people. And I ain't saying that good stuff don't, and vice versa. Now, but in actual reality, what you putting out normally is what you receive in return. So you run around here with an ugly spirit, gossiping, treating people in any kind of way all the time, and then you wondering why you don't never have decent people in your circle, or you don't end up in better situations or with better opportunities, because every time you get an opportunity, your mind's so stuck in its old ways and that you always do stuff with the old nature, and it blow every single opportunity. And the only thing you know what to do is say people ain't supporting you, or people don't mess with you the way you mess with them. But you went into the opportunity instead of being genuine and honest. You went in there with trying to figure out how you can slick your way into, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing you had to do was just do whatever you needed to do. That's it, point blank, period. And then, like I said, it's got some, you ain't got to do nothing but pay attention to people's behavior and people's actions, and they can tell you really what's going on with them. That's why I don't understand how do you hang with people who has done nothing but show you a cycle of just them being corrupt, destructive. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of self-sabotage. And some people just have good hearts and you want to help these people to change. But I'm going to tell you something. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. You can't change people. You might well quit trying. That's why the scripture tell you, one plant, one water. The Most High. You can't do nothing but offer advice here and there. Plant a seed here and there. Say something that you see in them, because they say, faithful are the wounds of a friend, deceitful are the kisses of the enemy. I'll risk my friendship with you by telling you the truth. But there's no way I'm going to continue to give myself to you when I see you're not even willing to give yourself to yourself. I'm not finna do that. But it's a lot of people with good hearts who continue to think, oh, you can help this person, you can help this person, you can change this person, you can change this person, whether it be a friendship or a relationship. Let me tell you, get out of that, because it's a lot of people who are just on a self-sabotaging, destructive path, and it's because of what's going on internal. And a lot of people who got them internal issues going on, they never get to a place of where they actually admit what it is and why they are so, listen one, because this is the last part, is why they are so unhappy with themselves. So it could be insecurity, it could be low self-esteem, it could be depression, it could be anxiety, it could be feeling like they're not competent to accomplish certain things, and they watching other people accomplishing them. That it could be that they lazy and they see other people just full of drive. It could be all kind of envious. It could be all kinds of things. And with all of that kind of being mixed up together, bitterness sit in, and when that bitterness sink in, anger comes out. And when that anger come out, they usually hoping in return that they can they don't have to physically take you out. It can physically bring harm to your mental, to your spiritual, to your physical. It'll get heavy on you when you're attached to this person, because now it's a distraction in trying to figure out why they are the way that they are, why do they say the things they say. It's a tactic to throw you off just like they are. And I'm gonna end this with saying, misery love company. And old man Haynes, he was miserable.